Welcome to EPG Pathshala. In following module, we are going to learn about how the genome is organized in prokaryote and eukaryote, the difference in sequence of organized genome in eukaryote and prokaryote, the complexity of genome in prokaryote and eukaryote, the mechanism that leads to changes in the genome, the relationship between the transposons and transposable elements and how they are responsible for changing in the genome, and in the last we are going to learn about how the gene density is correlated with GC content and other aspects. DNA is a macromolecule which is formed by nitrogenous base, phosphorus and pentose sugar. This is organized in such a way that gives DNA a three-dimensional structure that is suitable for analysis through X-ray crystallography. DNA is also considered as an information molecule. This information is present in DNA in the form of genes. As far as the definition of genes are concerned, genes can be defined as the segment of DNA or a stretch of DNA that encodes for a functional protein, and the total number of genes possessed by an individual is actually the genetic makeup of that individual. The genetic information possessed by an organism is the sum total of all the genes possessed by them, and therefore it constitutes the genome. As far as the definition of genome is concerned, it is the total number of genes possessed by an individual, and for haploid individual it is the entire chromosomal content that contributes for the genome. As far as the definition of genome for a diploid individual is concerned, it is the haploid sets of chromosome possessed by a diploid individual that constitute the genome of that individual. Now we are going to learn about the analysis of complexity of genome. Complexity of genome can be studied via denaturation and renaturation process. In this process, the DNA present in a saline solution is warmed at a specific temperature, with it begin to separate, and with few degree of boils it separate out completely. This change can be examined by an increase in absorption by dissolved DNA in spectrophotometer. This increase in UV absorption is due to change in the hydrophobic interaction in the base stacking that change the electronic nature of the bases, that results in increase of UV absorption. A higher TM value indicate a higher GC content, and it gives more stability to the DNA molecule, because there is involvement of one more hydrogen bond in between the GC pairs than when we compare it with the AT pairs. Half the increase in UV absorption can be defined as the melting temperature or TM value. DNA renaturation can be defined as a process that results in reunion of single strand into DNA double helix after denaturation due to lowering of temperature. Initially, the concept of renaturation was appeared to be non-feasible, but the same was proved by Julius Marmor in 1960 and their co-work in Harvard University, that the DNA which they have subjected to denaturation actually retained its physical property again, and it was able to act as genetic material and able to transform the bacterial cell. Therefore, it was proved that complementary single stranded DNA molecules are capable of reassociation, and this event was defined as renaturation or reannealing. The event of renaturation depends upon the concentration of DNA involved, the length of DNA involved, the incubation temperature, and the ions which are present in the solution, and also it depends upon the temperature at which the incubation is done. Now we are going to learn about How complex is the bacterial and viral genome? When three different types of DNA from small viruses, large viruses and E. coli having the same 1000 base pair and equal concentration mg per ml were subjected to annealing, following observations were recorded. On the other hand, the annealing of plant and animal DNA shows 3 or more steps, and these 3 or more steps actually represent 3 different types of DNA sequences that are present in the plant and animal genome. These 3 types of DNA sequence are actually different in number of repeats present in them. These repeated sequences are termed as highly repeated sequences, moderately repeated sequences and non-repeated sequences. Highly repeated sequences, they constitute about 10 raised to power 5 copies of the genome. They are very short and they are present in cluster. The same sequence is repeated again and again without any interruption. Such highly repeated sequence falls into satellite DNA. They are divided into 2 categories, the mini satellite DNA and microsatellite DNA. Microsatellite DNA. Microsatellite DNA, the longest possible sequence is up to 1 to 5 base pair. The microsatellite DNA sequences are used to establish the relationship between different individuals of different population due to change in their length among the population, and it is evident from one of the research that the modern human arose from African population, and here we have used the microsatellite DNA and 60 different microsatellite DNA loci were used for the comparison purpose among the different population of the world. Mini satellite DNA sequences range from 10 to 100 base pair. They are present over a short stretch on the genome. They are very unstable and the number of repeat of a particular sequence can change from generation after generation due to crossing over. Mini satellite DNA are used for DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting is a technique in which we identify a person from a sample of DNA. In this process, first we isolate the DNA, then we subject it to restriction enzyme treatment, and then these digested fragments are subjected to DNA electrophoresis. Then after separation, these fragments were incubated with label probes. These probes are actually complementary to the fragment to be identified, and in the case of DNA fingerprinting in humans, we use 13 different VNTR loci as a probe. These 13 VNTR loci are very much different from each other, and there is no chance of similarity between the two loci of VNTR between two individuals. The length of VNTR loci actually varies among person to person. Now, it is clear from the various experiments and evidences that eukaryotic genome contains copy of short DNA sequences, but it resulted in a new problem that where these sequences, how and where these sequences are located on the chromosome. The answer of this question was obtained from nucleic acid hybridization method. A new technique called in situ hybridization methodology was developed in 1969 by Mary Pardue and Joseph G. of Yale University to determine the position of the satellite DNA. In situ means in place. It is a hybridization method in which labeled RNA and DNA probes are used to identify the DNA and RNA molecules in the cell tissue and early embryonic stages, and it is also used for medical diagnostic to assess the chromosome mitochondrial integrity. Moderately repeated DNA sequences. Moderately repeated DNA sequences composed of 20 to 80% of total DNA. It depends upon the type of organism under study. These sequences can have few to 10,000 repeats, and these sequences can have coding and non-coding function. Moderately repeated DNA sequence without coding function. These type of DNA sequences are interspersed among the genome as individual elements. These sequences do not encode for any functional protein. These sequences are defined as individual elements, and these elements are divided into two categories: the long interspersed element, which is known as line, and short interspersed element, which is known as shine. Moderately repeated DNA with coding function. These sequences actually encodes for the ribosomal proteins. They also encodes for chromosomal histone proteins. They are present in a tandem array. This sequence are present in multiple number because RNA is required in larger amount. Although genome is a static molecule, it changes only due to evolutionary process. We have a general idea that gene occupy a fixed loci on the chromosome and then position remain unchanged. At the same time, we come across a phenomena of crossing over between the homologous chromosomes that result in formation of new allele recombination, but this change is not responsible for any change in the genome. The stability of genome is due to linkage relationship. The difference between generation time of prokaryote and eukaryote suggests that their evolutionary scale might be different on the real scale time. However, in prokaryote, this change in genome is very slow. There are good number of differences between the individual genome at the molecular level because of the polymorphic variation. This is more evident due to variation provided by transposable elements and transposons. Transposons are discrete sequences present in genome that shows mobility. Transposons are capable to transfer themselves to new location on the genome. Transposons are not similar, they do not behave like the phage and the plasmid DNA. In eukaryote, the majority of elements are non-functional, but they retain the capability of transposing due to enzyme available from other transposons. Therefore, the transposons are responsible for change in genome sequences directly or indirectly. Transposition leads to deletion, inversion and change in position of sequence to new location. They are also involved in cellular recombination because of homology. They are dynamic. Two copies of transposons that are present on two different chromosomes or at two different sites can undergo reciprocal recombination that results in deletion, insertion, translocation and inversion. Transposons can also be regarded as shellfish DNA since they are more concerned with their own propagation. There is a close relationship between the genome and the transposon as it do exist between the host and the parasite. Sometimes transposons can lead to selective advantage that leads to survival of the genome that carries the transposons. IS elements are simple transition nodules that were discovered from bacterial genome. In bacterial genome, they were responsible for prevention of transcription and translation. The change in genome can be acquired either by the rearranging the existing sequence or by acquiring new sequences. A new sequence can be acquired by a vector that mediates the transfer of a short DNA horizontally. Transposons are also responsible for coding proteins, but there are transposons, for example retrotransposons, which are capable of making DNA copies of RNA transcripts. These DNA copies, which are actually formed by RNA transcripts, can be integrated into the new sites. Bacterial transposons possess information for its transposition, but they require the help of host genome in which they are present. For example, they require enzyme like DNA gyrase and DNA polymerase. In eukaryote, the enzymes involved in transpositions are not well characterized. IS elements can be defined by adding a prefix IS. IS elements are present in the chromosomes and in the plasmid of bacteria. They are present in abundant number in E. coli. The IS elements can also be defined as autonomous unit capable of its own transposition by producing the enzymes which are involved in transpositions. At the end of IS elements, inverted repeats are present. They are closely related but not identical. The insertion of an IS element at a sequence in a target DNA result in duplication of a sequence at the target site. This is shown by presence of direct repeat sequences on the either side of the insertion at the target DNA molecule. There are large transposons which are called as composite elements. These transposons are carrying a drug marker in the central region which is flanked on either side by arms, and these arms are actually having the insertions elements. The arms can have inverted orientation maximum time, otherwise they can have simple orientation. Mechanism of transposition. There are two feasible mechanisms of transposition. One is replicative transposition, the another one is non-replicative transposition. The common mechanism of transposition of an element into a new site involves a staggered cut at the target site followed by plugging the end of the transposon at the single stranded end of the target region and filling of the gaps. This filling of the gaps, this staggered cut and filling of the gap is actually explaining how the direct repeats are produced on the either side of the insertions in the target DNA molecule. The type of cut provided by the enzyme during the transposition is the property that is unique to the enzyme, and it also determines the type of repeat and the length of repeat which is going to be formed after transposition. Now, we are going to learn about the non-replicative mechanism of transposition. In this mechanism of transposition, the elements moves from one location to another location as a physical entity directly. Although this type of mechanism involves a direct contact between the target DNA and the donor DNA, and this results in the loss of sequence from the donor DNA and gain of sequence at the recipient DNA or at the recipient site. This type of mechanism is found in IS elements TN5 and TN10 transposons. During this mechanism, the transposon or the element is released from the donor site, and this is how it is capable to get in at a new location. This process raises the question as to what is the fate of donor DNA. In the case of bacteria, the donor DNA is destroyed because the bacteria can have a number of copies of chromosome, but in case of others genome, the donor DNA is the break in donor DNA is identified and it is repaired by DNA repairing mechanism. Replicative transposition. In replicative transposition, the transposon is duplicated prior to transposition, followed by transfer of the other copy. In this mechanism, the one copy remain at the original site and the another copy is transferred to a new position. This type of transposition results in increase in number of transposons. The enzyme involved in this type of transpositions includes the transposases that acts on the end of original DNA and resolvase that acts on duplicate copies. For example, this type of mechanism is found in T and A transposons. Conservative transposition is a non-replicative transposition in which the element is removed from the donor site and then it is inserted into the target site via a complex that preserves the nucleotide bond. The element involved in this process is not only capable of transferring itself, but it also carries the donor DNA from one bacteria to another bacteria. This type of transposons resemble apisomes. Although the mechanism of transposition is only one, but a transposon can employ two different mechanisms for its transposition. Structure of prokaryotic gene. The remarkable characteristics of bacterial genome is that it contains cluster of genes. For example, the genes which are encoding or involved in a biochemical pathways are always found adjacent to each other and they are transcribed together in a single large polycistronic mRNA. This type of arrangement can be seen in the case of E. coli, where the genes are actually arranged in cluster and they are transcribed in a single transcriptome unit. This mechanism of coordinated expression is achieved by the control elements, regulatory proteins, For example, it is found in the case of lactose gene. Jacob Monod proposed operand model for metabolism of lactose. Operand model consists of unit of gene expression. For example, this consists of the regulatory genes, it consists of structural genes, and it consists of control elements. In this type of operon, the expression of genes are controlled in such a way that they can turn on and off by controlling the expression of control elements. In prokaryote, the majority of DNA is encoding for gene, and the DNA which is not in use is known as introgenic DNA. Now we are going to learn about overlapping and alternate genes. A gene sequence can encode for another protein in case of a overlapping gene. What happens in this case is a part of gene function and encodes for a different protein. This case is found in the case of bacteria and viruses. Some eukaryotes and some viruses, they usually show an alternate pattern of gene expression. This is only possible by connecting the exons by switch sites. Characteristics of a structural gene. A gene can be defined as a stretch of polynucleotide that encodes for a functional protein and occupy a particular locus. Most genes are identified when their function is missing due to lack of functional protein. This happens for alteration in protein structure due to mutation. Therefore, these type of genes are usually present in multiple sequences. They are either code for related proteins or some proteins. A gene also be identified and characterized by its mRNA. Structural genes have following organization. First, other sequences with similar protein production will present that can have moderately repeated and repeated sequence. This can comprised of DNA sequence that encode for specific sequence. There can be multiple copies of sequence coding for same protein. Now we are going to learn about structural genes organization of eukaryote. A eukaryotic gene is composed of coding and non-coding region. The coding region in mRNA is called exon and the non-coding region is called intron. Transcription results in production of copy of mRNA complementary to the sequence present in the gene. To make a functional RNA or mRNA, during process of transcription, introns are removed and exons are joined together to form a functional mRNA molecule. A large gene consists of exon sequence in its starting point and end point. Length of intron varies from 14 base pair to 46 base pair in different gene. For example, tRNA. Intron consists of non-repeats sequence. Now, we are going to focus on the genome of eukaryote. In eukaryote, the genome resides inside the nucleus and separated by a surrounding cytoplasm through a porous nuclear membrane. There exists a difference between amount of nuclear DNA when we compare different species. It is usually present in the form of chromosome that varies among different species. The organelle like chloroplast and mitochondria contain small amount of genomic material that varies in sequence from the genome found inside the nucleus. Gene can have interruption and they have multiple copies, and there are large nucleotide sequences that do not encode for protein. There can be a difference of gene expression only due to compartmentalization of nucleus and the cytoplasm. The next we are going to learn about structure gene relation. The exon sequences in the gene are related to other sequences present in that gene, and this experimentally proved through DNA hybridization experiment. The extra sequences sometimes have functional activity, or they can behave as pseudogene without any function, but functional ones upon a time. They have become inactive due to mutation. Sometimes the exons are brought together to form functional gene. They can be duplicated. Now we are going to learn about gene density. Each organism exhibit large number of genes, and their number can vary from few thousand to million. The variation in number of genes depend upon the complexity of the organism under consideration. The number of genes per MB of the genome or a chromosome depicts the gene density. Therefore, number of genes within an organism will be different on different chromosome. Hence, gene density on different chromosome will be different. For example, 50 kb region of each genome with respect to chromosome number 3 contains 20 genes, whereas 50 kb region of human genome with respect to chromosome number 16 contain only 6 genes. This variation can be due to number of interons. The entire each genome contains 230 interons, while just a single gene in the human genome contains over 100 of interons. C. elegans contain maximum 97 MB of DNA, forming the entire genome, which is organized into 6 chromosomes. The entire genome contains 20,000 genes, out of which 19,099 genes are protein coding. However, the gene density of C. elegans is lower than yeast, even if it is containing 3 times more genes. This is due to fact that the DNA content of C. elegans is exactly 8 times larger than yeast DNA content. The exact gene density is 5 gene per kb, and half of the C. elegans genome consists of interons. Human genes are larger in size and length of interons, and the number of intron is greater than the intron present in invertebrate genome. Dystrophin gene account for largest gene in human, and that is responsible for muscular dystrophy in case of mutation. The total length of gene is 2.5 MB, and it is larger than bacterial chromosome. There are genes in human genome that contains 30 to 50 interons. To explain the difference in density of gene between two chromosomes, in human we can take an example of chromosome number 21 and 22. The long arm of these two chromosomes are actually similar in size. Chromosome number 21 is equal to 33.5 MB and chromosome number 2 is equal to 34.65 MB, but the number of genes present on chromosome number 21 is equal to 22.5, and on chromosome number 22 541 genes are present. The difference in number of genes and the size of DNA in chromosome number 21 and 22 indicates that chromosome 22 has a higher gene density than chromosome number 21. The possible finding suggests that genes are not evenly spread on these chromosomes. There is a presence of G band in the upper portion of long arm of chromosome number 21, and this segment is considered as gene poor segment. And on the other hand, the long arm chromosome lower region has a gene density of 1 gene per 95 kb of DNA. There is a segment of 7 MB region on chromosome number 21 containing no genes, and 3 region of 1 MB length do not contain any genes. Thus, 10 MB of DNA do not contain any gene in chromosome number 21. In the telomere end of chromosome number 22, there also exists a small stretch of segment of DNA of length 2.5 MB and 1 MB that do not contain any gene. DNA is a micromolecule formed by nitrogenous bases, phosphorus and pentose sugar arranged to give 3-dimensional structure. DNA contain information in the form of gene. A gene encodes for a functional protein. Genome consists of all the genes possessed by an individual. For an haploid individual, it is encoded by the entire sets of chromosome. For diploid individual, it is the half sets of chromosome that encodes for the genome.